led to people saying we was dating. It just happened.
I want to read a quote that you said about the relationship. You said, when you're in a building with a king and a queen, you got to choose sides.
Word up.
What does that mean, man?
That means her fucking brother's Michael Jackson. And she's Janet Jackson. And there's 5 other niggas named the Jacksons in that motherfucker. You gotta pick a side.
Right.
Who you fucking with in this house?
Look, I want to be really respectful, man, because I'm not that type of shock jock type of cat. But how did that relationship, like you said, that's a whole different background and a whole different setting. How did that impact on your life? Like, how did that change your life? How you moved?
Well, it didn't actually. It made me become more a nigga. And you laugh when I say this, but I'm gonna give y'all why I say this, because what I found out that we don't pay no attention to is that the Jackson 5 or 6 is 6 niggas that do nigga shit, that did nigga shit, and was heavy like the first niggas that ever did nigga shit.
You got to explain that.
And this, like, okay, so listen, if you ever been to LA before, right? If you ever been to LA before and you see today's world, we see all kind of cultural people driving around in Ferraris and this, that, and the third. When the Jackson 5 was at their peak, they was the only niggas in LA driving Ferraris. Niggas. They not mixed with nothing. Pure nigga. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people understand this. So, like, when I start hanging around them, that's what I learned. And I also learned that when you that hot and it's 5 or 6 of y'all, ain't no bitches got a chance. None of them. They ain't got no chance because they gonna all get hit. These niggas had everybody. I'm telling you, I'm just giving y'all the real from a nigga perspective. Right? I'm just telling you flat out. Because, I thought I was going to encounter something completely different. Right? And it's funny because one time me and Jen was like, we had like a little spat or whatever, and she told me, like, nigga, it ain't nothing that you can do that I ain't seen. I got 6 nigga brothers.
She said this to you?
Flat out. Like, you got to really take that in and understand what I'm telling you. Like, these guys, I think, like, like when people say something like they see us in the music industry, they don't really expect us to be, like he said, he didn't know Criss Cross was like I'm saying Criss Cross was. I don't think people understand that just the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson alone. Like, sometimes people lose the fact that these guys is black guys.
From Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. And they daddy is 100% nigga. I'm dead serious. Like, that's it, right? And that's what I learned. That's what I encountered. That's what I took away from it. It made me understand that just because you're in the music industry, man, don't change who you are. You know what I mean? Just because you become super popular, it don't change who you are. Just because I live in Buckhead now, that don't mean I ain't from College Park, and I don't want nobody ever get that fucked up, and you got to keep letting niggas understand that.
Right.
Like, just because I don't live there, nigga, that's where I'm from. This is what I'm about. This is what I've been about since day one, right? Some niggas lose that, but for me, that's what I gathered from that. I gathered that, listen, as big as these dudes is, they done seen everything in the world. If one of them, I was told by Jackie, this is what I was told by him. When one of the brothers tell you that, that's what you got to respect. That's what they about. These is black dudes that do black dude things. Let's
with a lot of money. With a lot of money.
Yeah, with a lot of money. Doing what niggas, you know what I mean? That they basically like I said, so for me, it just made me understand, like, when we go into meetings, give people what you are. You know what I mean?
That's a great point, man.
Like, Give the people what they buying into. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't tone it down. And then once y'all get mad at them, then you turn into a nigga. Because that's most people do in this music industry. Like niggas going to offices. Hi guys, what's going on? Then when they shit don't work, they coming at me. I'ma fuck everybody up in here. Damn, what happened to you? Yo, you was different a week ago.
Yeah, your tone was different.
Yeah, your tone is different. Like if your tone that's your tone. Keep your tone. Do what you're doing from day one. That's all I learned from that.
Last question on the subject, man. What was your most vivid personal memory of Michael?
He was Michael all that 24 hours a day. Like it wasn't no turning off. Niggas say turn up for what? Turn down for what? He wasn't turning down. Never. He was Michael Jackson every time he was Michael Jackson. That to me is another learning lesson because I don't think, a lot of people don't get a chance to see that. A lot of these artists of today, they not really real about who they talking about on their records and what they doing or the clothes that they wear. Like you'll catch a nigga run outside and, he got on some shit with a stylist there, but when he run outside and the stylist ain't there, he got on some bullshit. Right? Or whatever. I'm just saying flat out. Like, dude, you won't never catch that. That's
always,
one thing.
Always Michael.
Always Michael Jackson. I don't care what was going on.
Yo, I could go on and on. But